I'm Melissa. I'm one of the interns at RGB Music Therapy and Wellness Center here in the Rio Grande Valley, and I am really excited to get to talk with Miss Veronica here. She is one of the music therapists, certified music therapists at the High School of Houston. Thank you so much for joining us, Veronica.
Hello.
Um, so we just kind of want to hear a little bit about what it is to be a music therapist for you, and especially how it works in your setting. So, what setting do you work at Rise? What kind of setting is that?
Yeah, so RISE is a nonprofit early intervention preschool for children ages 6 months to 6 years of age. We have about a 70% population with disabilities and 30% without. We have a 1-to-3 teacher-student ratio, and we are affiliated with Texas Children's Hospital.
Oh, that's great. Okay, that's good. I know I kind of wanted to share my experience there too. I was really privileged and honored to be part of the experience there. I did my practicum with you, which was so fun.
It
That
was
and
great.
my first practicum too, which was like I think it was so wonderful to get introduced in that way at the Rice School of Houston. And I just want to thank you so much, Veronica, for giving me that great experience to
Of
get me.
course. You were wonderful. You were fabulous.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. So, getting to work with the kids at that age was really a learning experience for me because I was a choir director beforehand. So I worked mostly with middle school age kids, and so getting that chance to work with early childhood development was pretty fun and quite a learning experience too. So we want to know a little bit more about you too. So how does it work at Rise? Like what for music therapists? Like what kind of stuff do you get to do with your clients? Let's call that your client.
Yeah, so music therapy, as well as all the therapeutic disciplines, we are a consult model versus a direct service model. So that means that we all go into the classes, we do push in into the classes. We don't pull the kids out to do individual sessions or services for them, because if we did that, they may not qualify for ECI or for out of pocket, for the insurance reimbursement out of pocket for private services. So we are a consult model. Let's see, each week, it'll kind of depend on the week it is, what kind of groups I do, but I'll do I see all the kids every day. So I'm here Monday through Friday, and we'll do either large groups with them. We have a ukulele choir now, we have a handbell choir, and then we also do, on Thursdays is our dance and yoga day. So it's more of like a movement awareness and body awareness. And so I work a lot with the PT here to see what goals the kids need to be working on, and I kind of incorporate those into the groups, into the sessions too.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, and I know you mentioned PT. So yeah, could you give us a little bit more explanation of what other professionals you get to work, healthcare professionals you get to work with there?
Yeah, I'm really lucky. We've got a great team of therapists here. We have a physical therapist, OT, speech, and then a language specialist as well. And so we all share the same office, and so we are always consulting with each other and work side by side. I'll pop into their group sometimes. They'll pop into my group, and so it's really a great collaborative approach here as far as therapy in general.
That's great. Yeah. Um, what made you pursue a career in music therapy?
Well, it's actually kind of by accident. When I was in college, I had never heard of music therapy at all. I ended up transferring to Sam Houston State, and a bunch of my friends from high school who were in band with me, they were there. They're like, you know what, you need to check out music therapy, because I knew I missed music, and I'd gone through several other majors, but I missed music, and I knew that I wanted to help people too. So when I found out about music therapy and audited the class and talked to the then advisor there, I was like, yes, this is what I need to do. And so, yeah, once I found out about it, I was like, yeah.
So did you received your bachelor's in music therapy?
Yeah, I have my bachelor's in music therapy, and then I have my master's in K through 12 assessment, curriculum, and design.
Oh, okay. So you pursued a different approach when you went into your master's. For
Yeah, because and I debated a few different things. I'd been already in the school setting for a while, and so I was like, you know what can I take to kind of add to just the knowledge base that I had already. And so I was like, you know what, this is, and I kind of am an assessment junkie, so I collect assessments. So that was just a very logical.
Yeah.
I know it's a weird thing.
And I'm sure there's a lot of music therapists out there who like maybe do a different route to kind of specialize in more certain things once they get into the profession.
Sure.
Mhm. So that's cool. And speaking of, do you have any other training or anything else that you're certified in that kind of you feel that helps you being a more successful music therapist?
Sure. Yeah. I'm also a licensed massage therapist with specializations in neonatal and children and myofascial release, and then I'm a certified infant massage instructor, so I can teach parents how to work on their kids. I'm a licensed kinder music teacher and music together teacher as well, and then NMT fellow too.
Wow, that's really impressive.
No, no.
Nice.
I mean, I enjoy learning different things because I like to see how, even if it's not necessarily music therapy related, even if it's just like therapeutic aspects, because then I can see how I can take that and implement it for my kids, for my students.
Yeah, I think that's great. Um, so, what made you like if you were to explain this music therapy to someone, um, how,
Mhm.
especially somebody who might not know about music therapy and what it is, how would you
Uh-huh.
explain? I know that I'd like to hear about how people, different professionals like to explain music therapy to others. You know?
Sure, yeah. Yeah. And so I have a couple of different definitions or ways I explain it depending on the person. And if I kind of try to read them, okay, do they really want to know in depth, or they just want an overview? So like the quick overview, I tell people, music therapy is a lot like OT, PT, or speech. We'll go in, do an assessment on our clients or patients, and then see how we can work on targeted goals using music as an intervention tool. So that's just the very short version. And then, of course, I can go more in depth and explain like how we actually work on the fine motor skills or gross motor skills or speech and language, and how we use music. It's more than just hitting play on something and having listening to music, actually actively participating and with live music or with different music interventions to work towards those targeted goals. So I really try to read the people, because a lot of times they just want to, basic knowledge, but if they want more in depth, then yes, I'll give them much more statistics about it.
Yeah, I think that's Um, I hadn't considered so much about explaining it in comparison to other therapy services, and I think that's really important to also kind of also hold us at that same, level of professionalism as well. So,
Because I tell people that we work really nicely in conjunction with all the other therapeutic disciplines. We by all means do not take the place of them, but
exactly.
we can do coaching, but we all can work on the same goals. We just will do it a slightly different way than they will.
Yeah, and I think it's great that Rise. It's such a great program because you do get a lot to do a lot of the collaboration with the other disciplines, which is really cool. I think that's really awesome.
Yeah, we have a great team.
Yeah. So yeah, I do miss you guys. I hope everything's going well, and thank you so much for joining us today.
Of course, of course. Thank you.